Hi guys, I want to talk about stealing and taking from others. Non-stealing is what we should practice, you know? I always think of I never watched the movie Ariel, the mermaid, the Little Mermaid, but I'm always reminded of that, how I know how the witch tries to steal Ariel's voice. The thing with stealing is, and like sometimes there are economic factors to it, right? There's an economic factor, like it doesn't mean, somebody's rich and they worked hard for it. Not always, maybe in past lives or maybe but that's too simple. And if you are rich, you are meant to give as well. You have it because you have responsibility and you are able to give back. For example, if you have a certain talent and a potential, you have it for a reason. It's there for a reason because if you are gifted with like a voice or lots of potentials and talents, and your soul holds this massive amount of different talents and potentials and abilities, that's there for a reason. If you have a beautiful voice, it's not for you to sing under the shower. It's for you to share it with others. And I'm always reminded of that ugly witch that wanted to steal Ariel's voice. And the voice was her whole light, right? Her aura, her light, her beauty. And I want to remind us all that if we steal from others, may it be material things, may it be we try to steal potential or material, or beauty or like talent or like ideas, it's not ours, and it's not ours for a reason. And even if we take it, even if we steal it, we don't own it, and we don't have it, and we don't have it for a reason because we didn't work for it. We don't have the maturity and ability and wisdom to use it. We don't have the rights. We didn't work for it. We don't have the karma. We don't have the things because of a reason. So we don't have the voice for a reason. We don't have the beauty for a reason, or whatever that means. And if we try to steal from others, it's still not ours. It still doesn't belong to us. It's still not ours to have, to hold, to use. And we can take it, and we can, like if somebody steals your phone, which is so fucked up because your phone holds so much memory, right? These memories are mine, not yours. If you take my phone, you can like delete it all and sell it all. You will go to hell for it. But you can take my phone, but I paid for it. And I'm not a millionaire. I mean, I paid for it for 2 years because it was a good phone and I wanted to have a good phone to use it for videos and photos and my podcast. I invested in that phone because I wanted to use it, and you just steal it from me for whatever reason. Maybe I wasn't conscious, maybe I wasn't aware, and you take it because you don't have it. That doesn't mean, like somebody has it and you don't have it. It's not unfair. It's part of, there's great unfairness in this world, of course. There's poverty, but it doesn't mean you can steal from others. You can just take from others without concern or awareness or consciousness, Just because I'm poor doesn't mean, also like, it wasn't my neighbor, it was someone who doesn't belong in that neighborhood because my neighbor doesn't steal my phone out of my car. And like, it's not someone who can easily get a phone that steals other people's phone. And I'm like, come on, guys. You can be here in this country. We probably give you a place to sleep, and now you take out my phone. Show a little respect, show a little gratitude, you know. I know that there are people in our neighborhood at night just looking at cars they can open or they are open, and my car was left open. It's my stupidity and unconsciousness, and I'm fully aware of it, and still, like, it's not like I don't go around and steal people's phone because somebody took it from me. I don't go around and steal stuff that is not mine, even though I don't have it. Like, I don't steal someone's blonde hair because I want to have blonde hair. I have brown curly hair for a reason, because it was my purpose to love it, and I do, right? So it was not like, if you are here with the things you have or don't have, that's on purpose. I don't say that poverty and hunger is on purpose. It's on purpose so we can, as a collective, heal it and cure it and help others. It's not here for, like, being ignored. But this was my phone because there were my data, my pictures, my memory, my notes, my private podcast, my private whatever. And if you take it, you can delete it and sell it, but it's still mine. Like, it's not yours, and it's not yours for a reason. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you hold the gift, the potential, the purpose, your talent, you hold that for a reason. Because the more you have, like, the more wisdom, consciousness, awareness, sensitivity you hold and you have that for a reason. You're here for a reason. That's all a gift. That's all on purpose. And somebody can try and go and steal your light and steal your potential. It's not theirs because they don't have the responsibility and maturity to hold it. And that's like, stealing just shows how weak of a person you are. Some people work for it and some people work hard for it. Others don't work that hard for it, but it still has a reason that they are in another position than you are. Not always, but like, if I can sing and dance and I'm wise to make these videos, or conscious and aware, or then I have that, I hold these potentials for a reason. That's a higher power, right? If you have body awareness, it's because you worked hard for it. If you have intuition, it's because you worked hard for it. You cannot take that from others, and you cannot take, you know, if somebody enters a room and they are full of light and beauty, it's not because they have a pretty face. It's because they have aura and charisma and light, and that's something they hold for a reason, and that's something they worked for. And we can all choose to work for something, and we can all choose to not work for something and take it from others. But it's a higher reward if we work for it, right? If we work for it, it means we earned it and we own it. I own this because I take responsibility for it. It means when I take it or I own it, it means we take responsibility for it. Because we can take responsibility, because we are wise enough and mature enough and conscious enough. So you can go around, be jealous and envious of people, but before you haven't looked into the mirror and took a deep look at yourself, where you haven't been honest with yourself, or where you didn't do anything to heal and deal with your shadows, you can still go around, be jealous and envious of people and their light and their beauty. You will never have it, and you will never earn it when you don't work for it. That's just how it is, my friend. And you can always be sad and mad and jealous and aggressive and angry, if you don't take time out of your day to fight the demons and the darkness and the shadows and be conscious and heal, you will never have it. And you can steal everyone's phone and everyone's light, and you can try to steal, copy their style or their fashion, or copy whatever, and not reflect how vicious your jealousy is. You can do that all day long. It will never be yours, because you don't hold the maturity, and you don't have the maturity and the ability and the consciousness to actually hold that frequency the other person holds. That's lifelong, that's work for centuries and decades. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, you don't have it for a reason. But you can look in the mirror and start appreciating what you do have and what you do see, and understand that you are equal as everyone else. But the other person was working on that light, and was working on that inner beauty, and was working on that shine, and was working on that voice. And talent and potential is great, but if you don't work on it, if you don't overcome fear to express yourself, that's just part of the journey. Anyway, that goes out to that stupid bitch